Hello, Wanderers, and welcome back to our Game of Thrones series following House Blackwood. And here you see Lord Tytos Blackwood wearing his raven feather cloak and looking as fierce as ever with his one missing eye. Now, as we pick events back up here, we find ourselves in a little bit of a predicament as this event has just come up. I approach my bedchambers to the alarming sound of what sounds like a wicked struggle. Intense slamming, thrashing, and the screams of my wife, Lady Moria. Oh no. As I burst into the bedroom, I see my double Theobald completely nude with Lady Moria of Blackwood Vale doing unspeakable things. She insists that she had no idea it wasn't me, but I'm unsure that I believe her. So, for those of you who remember in a previous episode, we found a very close lookalike of ours on the street and we brought him into our household. And he served us well as our chancellor for some time. But now, as you can see here, it seems that he has used his guile to seduce our wife, Lady Moria, though perhaps she is not as innocent as she claims to be. What shall we do with him? Well, obviously we are going to have this handsome wretch imprisoned. And the question is, what do we do with him from there? We could execute him. I mean, it's an act of tyranny. Technically, he should not be executed, but we could potentially banish him to the Night's Watch. Indeed, get this man out of our sight, although we probably would wish to execute him. Unfortunately, we are honorable, and the honorable option here is to send this man to the Night's Watch, so that is what we shall do. Can we divorce our wife? Break the sanctity of our marriage. So I think that this seems to be the only real option in this case, unfortunately. So we are going to do that. We can remarry, but obviously we're not going to do so immediately. I think we'll let a little bit of time pass. We do need a new chancellor. I think perhaps one of our best options is going to be actually Lord Brendan of Flockshade. He's pretty good, and he does switch over from the admiral position, where of which he was very bad. So we do have some options here too. We can get perhaps Albert as our new admiral. We are going to unlock living off the land. It's not going to be super helpful for us, but it's better than nothing. We do want to complete that tree if we possibly can. We can declare war on Lord Jonas. That is an interesting proposition. 4,708 men, 4,600. We are very comparable to Southstone in terms of men. Obviously, this would be over our claims here in Sally Dance. Now, I am tempted to do so. Let's see, with the allies. I mean, we have significantly better allies than him. Harrenhal, Whale Root, and obviously Old Town here. We've got a lot of allies that would be very powerful. His allies are probably closer. He's got allied with both House Vances, so pretty close. They would be able to send their troops in soon, but we do have Harrenhal here and Whale Root as well. So let's let a little time pass here and just see what comes of it. We can look for a potential new spouse. We got some House Lantel. I think that's a bastard branch of the Lannisters. What about Alliance Power? Valarians? I mean, they're obviously too young. Oh, a Tyrell. I mean, we could marry into House Tyrell. That does give us a pretty powerful, a bit of prestige there at least. Maybe not an alliance, but prestige anyways. I'm not opposed to that, but once again, we don't need to do that right away. Since the news of Lord Siegfried's sickness reached me, I've been unable to find peace. I just needed to see it with my own eyes. Now that I'm here, watching his body, a long week lying almost motionless in that bed, Clinging desperately to life with any residual, I feel overwhelmed by contrasting emotions. Did you even recognize me, you obnoxious buffoon? His face seems to contract for a moment. His eyes roll around searchingly, without ever focusing on me. This is obviously our enemy, Lord Siegfried of House Harlaw, who raided us and was responsible for the death of our brother. So, hearing this news, I imagine we haven't traveled to his seat in the High Lordship of Harlaw to do this, but we do hear news of this. You got what you deserved? It all seems so pointless. No, we're not going to stop being rivals. You got what you deserve. I would like to duel you, but unfortunately, that is not an option. So we have our allies, Southstone. Should we just go for it? All right, we'll deal with Southstone, after which we may look for another marriage. So, over the Lordship of Salydance, we will declare war. We will call in our allies. So we're going to bring... I think we'll probably bring... definitely Harrenhal. Definitely Whale Root. That might give us enough. Do we call in Old Town as well? It'll take us some time, and would Old Town really care about, the dealing with an offensive war this far? I don't think so. I think these Riverlands lords might. So we won't call in Lord Leighton unless we absolutely need to. I think we have enough power with Harrenhal and with Whale Root to deal with him, but we'll see. If we need to call in Old Town, we will. No mercenaries available. I don't think there are mercenaries available in this mod, but that shouldn't be necessary anyways. We got enough troops here, and the nice thing would be is if we could hit and take down his forces quickly. Obviously, he's going to be presumably calling in his allies there, yeah. Atranta moving in. My child Brendan has recently become an age in which he is able to be squired. Perhaps I could command a vassal of my realm to squire him. Lord Bywin of Mudgrave would be a good candidate. He would be, actually. He's honorable, authoritative, and temperate. He's not a particularly good commander, but he is a skilled fighter, so... yeah, actually, I'm not opposed to that. We'll send him out to deal with some other lord there. We've got Lord Albert leading this army, and we should have switched ourselves in, but presumably we're there with the army anyways, but Albert is commanding it. And let's see how this goes. It does slightly give the advantage to our enemy, but we do have our allied forces from Harrenhal coming in quite quickly to join us, and that's going to turn the tide of battle into our favor quite clearly. Oh, Barbara Bracken fighting there. Oh, she lost a leg. Sad for her, but it is as it is. Oh, Walgrave just killing, guys. You know what? We got to make sure that Walgrave stays out of battles from this point forward. Maybe we'll wait till this battle's done, but let's manage our knights after this. I do not want to have our maester getting captured once again. Yeah, Walgrave, forbid you. Unfortunately, we don't have many other good knights, but that's all right. We could recruit you to our court. How much? 101? No, thank you. You are pretty good. And he's a decent man, too. Actually, overall, this is just a good character, Albin. 100, though. Wow, we can't afford that. We'll have to just raise good knights. So there's the enemy forces there. I wonder if we can... I mean, they're obviously going to gather up. I wonder if we should... No, you know what? Let's siege down our goal here. Moving didn't really help us at all there, but it's fine. We've got all our forces gathered up here. Close to 10,000 men. Yeah, probably closer to 8 or 9,000. Should be enough. They're going to go down, and looks like they're attempting to siege parts of Harrenhal. Okay. Oh no, they're just waiting over here. Waiting for us to siege them down. Well, that's fine by me. We'll take a look at the details of that battle. As you can see here, Lord Lyman was wounded, and Master Ryan was slain by Lord Bywin of Mudgrave, captured Master Josman. Doesn't look like we lost anybody here. Lord Brynden was captured. We lost Forley. Unfortunate, but men die in battle. Please, Austin mules, this insane grudge has got to stop. I am scared to go anywhere, and I jump at the merest mention of a Bracken. My brother's clearly shaken. I am torn between the risk posed to my family and the need to teach Lord Jonas a lesson. You're right, it's time this was done with. We could stop. We could drop the feud. Oh, stall. Look at this. Okay, we got some interesting things. Stalwart family. Now we must finish what we started. We must finish what we started. We can't end this feud with House Bracken in the middle of a war in which we're winning. This is our claim. These lands belong naturally to House Blackwood. Let's go and siege down Stoutstone. Let's see if they try to come in at it. Doesn't look like it. They're gonna siege down, try to siege Saladin's back down. I'm not too concerned about that. There was a commotion among the children today. Mathis was attempting to preach among his fellow youngsters. You'll serve the divine well. Brennan could become zealous. Do not be afraid. Yeah, we obviously want to get our son the brave trait. I'll take a hit of stress to give our heir that trait that's going to make him even better as a warrior. So, not too bad there. All right, they sieged it back down. That's fine. But that does give us the opportunity to siege down. Oh, okay. Looks like they're coming in towards us here. Let's see how things go in this fight. Seems like it's actually turning against us, but Brendan has come to me with an unusual. His knight has died, leaving us without someone to one day knight him. Okay, we'll take him on as our squire ourselves. Oh, okay. Looks like we might lose this fight here. Unless we could perhaps kill the enemy commander in battle. That might give us the advantage. Doesn't look like it. Looks like we might have to retreat here. Alright, so let's train our squire while we regroup and think of what to do here. Train swordsmanship? Yeah, let's train his swordsmanship. So we're gonna lose some troops for sure. I could not grasp the techniques of the swordsmanship. That's unfortunate. Well, I think now, considering the way that events have gone, we have no choice but to call in our more powerful allies to war. This is a little bit embarrassing, I should say, but even more embarrassing would be to lose this war, or have to make a white peace even. So we're going to retreat our armies here back to Blackwood Vale. We're going to recover our forces. We're going to give a little bit of time for Old Town to send its forces. Look at that. They have a lot of troops. That will turn the tide in our favor. Oh, looks like our allies might get caught out there. That's unfortunate. Oh, they're moving. They're moving quick. Can we gather up with them quite quickly here? Maybe. Lord Siegfried has died. Died in his sleep, not one day too soon. Well, we still do need to get revenge on our enemies in House Harlaw, but not at the moment. Alright, where is Lord Leighton and his troops? They're making their way here. Oh, can we get our troops here in time to assist with this battle? We might be able to. Ah, Rewell didn't join in. Alright, so be it. We'll retreat from the fight. We'll join up here in Saladance. Hopefully, there's the forces of Old Town. So this is not the most favorable war for us, but now that Old Town's here, it looks like we're going to have this one well in hand, I imagine. Crush the enemy forces, capture Saladance, capture Stonehenge, and that probably should be that. Unfortunately, this war did not go as smoothly as we might have hoped. But it is what it is. My son Lucas has been impressed with the household captains for a very long time. Indeed, work hard. Yeah, become diligent. Oh, I'm good with him becoming diligent. Excellent. We're gonna train our squire again. All right. Let's train you in strategy. That seems like a little something more suited for him. He is, after all, a pensive character. He showed difficulty understanding the material. That's unfortunate. He's not learning his skills very well, but he wasn't suited towards the martial lifestyle particularly anyways, but he'll learn. Oh, he has actually quite a few friends here. Mathis Blackwood, Lord Miles of Martlet Band, Lucas Blackwood. Can train him again. How about horse riding? Are you a good horse rider, my son? He struggled to keep up. He is just not suited towards this lifestyle, but we're gonna keep training him. He'll learn one day. Of that I have no doubt. So while we siege down the enemy lands, let's speed things up a little bit here. So as you can see, we did just manage to siege down Southstone. And looks like Lord Leighton's army here is going to finish there. Can we... Yeah, looks like we're going to be able to get into a fight here. Bring all our forces to bear in Southstone. We might have a chance. While I was in the castle town with Bryndon, his attention was caught by a criminal chained by the pillory. Oh, do we want him to be arrogant? Could be compassionate. No, arrogant is fine. Alright, looks like all of our allied armies are here fighting in Saladance. It is us up against Lord Jonas. Pretty comparable armies, actually, bringing in the... Bringing in House Hightower obviously made this a bit more of an even fight, actually, so this little war is going a bit more comparable. Now, I do want to say, I kind of imagine this, although the numbers here, mechanically are much larger than I imagine this would be. I do picture this as more of a kind of border skirmish. If this was an all-out war, obviously Hoster Tully would be stepping in. So although the mechanics say that there are these massive armies going up against each other here, I do picture this as more of a kind of skirmishing type of situation, a feud between rival houses rather than all-out war in the Riverlands. So that's just how I picture it. Obviously the mechanics cannot reflect that, but you have to make do with what we have when we're playing a game such as Crusader Kings 3. But this battle is going pretty intensely. As you can see here, we do have Lord Jonas's number here, and this battle should go well in our favor. There are going to be a lot of injuries, I imagine, though. So there we go, sending their forces on the run. And that's going to put our war score up pretty high. We do need to capture, looks like just province of Lamwold, then we'll have all of Southstone. Train our squire again, see if we can get anything good here. Train you in strategy. Will you understand any of it? An excellent training session. Ah, good. He's finally picking some things up. So he might not be that bad of a knight and commander after all. So as you can see here, this was that first battle at Saladance, the rather large one as you can see, and quite a few deaths here. Pillman was slain, Lord Kyle of Fieldstone was captured. Master Willifer was slain, as was Lady Mia. We did have a few injuries and captured on our side. Albert was captured. Lord Warren of Honeyholt was slain. Lord Quinton of Greylock Hills was slain. Lord Wendell of Honeytree was slain. So quite a few deaths there. And then here in this one, here was another large battle. Lord Sofred of Runvale was slain. Master Benedict was slain. A couple captured here, as you can see. So, yeah, a lot of men killed in these battles. That's for sure. We have engaged in another battle, just driving out their forces from here. We do have a small force sieging down this small castle here. We can get another perk. Just going to continue down that tree. And there we go, we won the battle. Send our forces back to assist with the siege. And our son, he's learning a little bit of combat as well. Very good. Let's hope that with this siege done, Lord Jonas will finally give up and admit that indeed Sally Dance does belong rightfully to House Blackwood. So let's finish off this siege really quickly here. And our son appreciates us very, very much so. Do we really need a hook on him? No, we can be friends with our son. I think that's quite fine. And there we go. Blackwood Vale's claim on Lordship of Salydance. We can enforce our demands, so we get those titles, and we gain some fame, and we enforce our demands. So as you can see now, Blackwood Vale has expanded just a little bit across the river here, across the Red Fork. To expand our army. So obviously that battle or war was a little bit more than we were bargaining for, but we did end up winning. So as mentioned, now that the war is done, and we do hold this title here, and I think I may give this over perhaps to our younger brother. That doesn't seem like too bad of an idea. I mean, our younger brother isn't the best man, but I imagine that we could probably do with granting him a title. So we'll grant him the Lordship of Salydance here. We can't afford to hold that ourselves. We'll let him rule it in our stead. So Lord Hostine, please do us well in that. We can get a steward here. We need a steward, I should say. I think that Lord Brendan of Ravensmarch, you should do pretty fine job in that regard. And that should be good. Now, what I would like to do, as I mentioned, is find ourselves a new wife. It's been a few years. Oline Tyrell, number one that comes up. Well, I don't suppose that's a terrible idea indeed. Yeah, marrying into a Tyrell family gives us a nice little bit of prestige. I'm actually fine with that. Obviously, the Tyrells are the ruling house of the Reach, so prestigious marriage, even though she's from a lesser branch. So, excellent. We do have ourselves a new wife, and we can collect a dowry, so I suppose we should. And now we've got quite a bit of money. Excellent. Continue to train our squire here. Train you in swordsmanship once again. And to that end, I wonder if we should be holding a feast for our new marriage. We can ransom some lords here, why not? And we can get an alliance with our brother. I'm fine with that. Let's prevent him from acting up against us. Indeed, you know what? Let's call for a hunt, and then we'll call for a feast afterwards, so I think that would be quite suitable to celebrate our new marriage. And we have plenty of money here, so I'm not too concerned about that. I'm riding ahead of the group as the plains suddenly grow still around me. The silence is almost palpable, and I struggle to hear even the noise of the horse's hoof. Just as I am about to turn back to find the others, I glimpse it ahead of me, blurry as in a dream, a wolf as white as snow. As a wolf, I will hunt others. Like something from a tale. I must have it. Let's try to hunt down this white wolf. I follow the white wolf into the plains. An almost unnatural silence hangs heavy over us, and the sudden sound of a voice startles me. My lord, there you are. I turn around to see the rest of my party having caught up to me. I look back, the wolf is gone. It might have gotten away this time. I will not know rest until I find it. Indeed, let's continue the hunt for this white wolf. I'm very curious to see what comes of this. Returning from the wild, we return home invigorated. Now we can host a feast to celebrate our wedding. It's costing us a lot of money, but we gotta spend money to have a party. That's what my great father, Lord Brendan, always said. The guests are gathered in the great hall, lords and ladies from near and far reaches of the world. Welcome, Prince. Celebrate my new marriage here. How old is our son? 12 years old, so a couple more years and he will be a man in his own right. As the feast is underway and our guests are eating and drinking merrily, Lord Paramount Hoster approaches Olina and me at the table. This is a great feast. Lord Hoster Tully has joined us here. Yes, I have done a great job. Oline deserves all the credit. We could give our wife the credit for it. I think we should. Why not? We can make nice with our wife, even though we are somewhat arrogant. I think that's fine. Our stress is quite low, as you can see, and we're in a good mood. We won the war. Everything's going well. My lord, the wine we cracked open, it has gone bad. Oh, 60 coins. I'll have to pitch in. I don't think that an arrogant lord such as ourselves would demand that our guests all pitch in. I think we would just suck it up and spend our money to pay for that. We do have enough money to construct some stuff in our capital. Obviously, the feast went well. Our rightful moves against House Bracken have not gone unnoticed. It is all but certain they now regret the inherited rivalry. While such creatures don't deserve pity or mercy, the original injury has now been repaid. Extending this conflict indefinitely may not be in our best interest. No, we're just starting. We could finish the feud. Your feud will end. No, I think that we are going to continue the rivalry for the moment. Question is, what do we want to get as our duchy building? What is going to be, one, make the most sense for our characters? Archery ground? Possibly. Jousting grounds, royal armories, siege works, marches. Oh, you know what? Marches could be good considering the Ironborn there. Levy reinforcement rank, garrison size, defender advantage. I am actually, although it's not one that I normally pick, I think this could actually be good in our situation. I imagine we're going to be doing maybe more defending than offensive, so I'm going to actually construct that. And we are literally a march of the Riverlands, so that seems fine to me. My son Lucas and his little friend Orena have taken a copy of the legends from the study that and brought it into the playroom. They spent hours trying to understand what was written on its pages, talking about Brandon the Builder and the many mysteries of the divine. Lucas seems to have developed a great deep respect towards the words of the old god faith. So he's becoming zealous. Very well. Not opposed to that either. Brendan does need himself a betrothal, potentially anyways. Are there any good options? Alliance power. Valarians pop up again. Obviously, they are a powerful and prestigious line. Not necessarily opposed to that. Could be cool to get that Valyrian blood in our lineage as well. Sure, why not? That seems good enough to me, I think. Valarian is a prestigious family. Maybe not so much now that the Targaryens do not rule, but still prestigious enough. My spy master has come to me with a discovery. He's certain that my cousin Mathis is scheming against my other cousin, Zia. Mathis, who are you? Some random cousin trying to, what, kill his, southern? Throw him in jail, I suppose. Yeah, why not? Sounds like he deserves it. Seems like the honorable thing to do. Tantrum Tourney. My marshal is hosting what seems to be the 100th tourney of the year, and it's all I can do to keep myself awake. My mind is jolted back to life when I feel a tug at my elbow. My young son Brendan, against all the odds of nature, is wobbling around carrying a lance 4 times his size, and has found an ill-fitting helmet which keeps sliding down his eyes. Father, may I fight a round in the fray? I'll allow it, but order that no one hurt him. Of course, child, may no warrior hold back his wrath. Let's see here. Interesting. 25% chance that he increases his martial, 37% chance he becomes injured, that's fine. Or he proves himself entirely unremarkable. 40% chance he may prove himself. You know what? We'll let him try. He's 12 years old. Go for it, kid. See how you do. The fighters in the melee dance awkward circles around Brendan, clearly fearing to harm him. However, he retaliates with dirty strikes, ignoring all tournament rulers. I watch as he drives the 14-foot shaft through the back of my what? Through the back of my Captain Lord Almond's skull. Fighters continue to only land token balls while he impales another combatant's brain. Oh my gosh. I assume that was an accident. He doesn't seem like the type of character who would do. Jesus. It's as if we have a winner. Okay. Jesus. Should have. He just killed this guy. Lord Halman. He killed a lord. Lord, member of House Gleaner. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, I feel like we should probably apologize for him. I assume that was an accident, but oh well. He did get the aspiring blade master trait though, which is pretty good. So, but holy crap, that's he literally killed that dude. Oh, okay. And so I think on that note, with our son's hands covered in blood of the Lord that he slew, accidentally or on purpose, we're not sure. But in either way, that will be where we end today's episode. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this one, make sure to subscribe to the channel and come back for the next one. We will be continuing more Game of Thrones episode very soon. Thank you for watching.